Somewhere between based and memeful lives Vitalik Buterin, the iconic and ironic co-founder of Ethereum. On the occasion of Ethereum's 7th birthday, we've compiled the very best, funniest, and most awkward moments of Vitalik. Let's jump right in. On June 18th of 2022, Twitter user Kobe of the Up Only podcast wrote, "Things got really bad after Vitalik made airplane sounds on our podcast." This is the sound he was referring to. Forget the eschatological horrors and the geopolitical tectonic shifts. It was Buterin's airplane sounds that caused that major life-changing drop in the crypto market. Airplane sounds is number 10 on our chart of Buterinisms. We thought the financial revolution would look like this. But it looks more like this.
Logo our cathedral, we must coordinate, but we ain't no cathedral, no one subordinate.
During Edcon 2019, Vitalik took the stage to show the world his rap and dance skills. It was predictably a cosmic yet beautiful disaster.
Every user, every wallet, every dApp, CK miners, double signers, every villain with attacks, every channel operator, every plap, every phone node, every staker, everyone will interact, and that is that.
In the wise words of YouTube commentator Alan Powell, the real AP, "I haven't seen rap this good since Stephen Hawking dropped his album." Vitalik is thin and has been dragged by Twitter for looking a bit frail. This has inspired some users to come up with Fatalic, an imaginary parallel universe where Buterin eats lots of eggs and works out like his life depends on it. He actually once said that out of all the Vitalik memes out there, this one is his favorite. Ready to see Vitalik? Here he is. What a charmer. Fatalic is number 8 on our super important list. Next up, we have the entirely amusing alien gesture of Buterin clapping. It has inspired its fair share of post-ironic meta-modern YouTube videos, like this one.
Vitalik clapping, Vitalik impressed, happy and clapping, Vitalik is impressed. Vitalik clapping, 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 clapping. Vitalik clapping, 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 clapping.
Yup, we'll clap just like this once Ethereum 2.0 is finally here. Vitalik is bold and brave to come up with ETH and then rule over it with an iron fist. But when he isn't bold, he's Vitalik Buterin. Vitalik Buterin is number 6 on our list of highlights. Get it? Highlights. If you think Vitalik quit his rap career after appearance in 2019, you are wrong. A few days ago, during ETHCC, Vitalik made the decision to rap the progress ETH2 has made.
Kind of big 5 categories of like stuff that's happening in Ethereum protocol lands, right? Where there was the merge, the surge, the verge, and then a bit lower if you're using purge and the submerge, right? So the merge is proof of stake, the surge is sharding.
The merge, surge, verge, purge, and splurge song made it to number 5. Moving on, we have Ashton Kutcher casually asking his wife, Mila Kunis, "Hey babe, what's Ethereum?" Suddenly, Vitalik interferes and answers instead. Apparently,
Designed around digital money. Ethereum is an open platform that allows people to build their own applications on top. And anything built on top of Ethereum, it's protected, secured, everything is checked by this entire network.
Then Kutcher says,
Yeah, that makes sense.
"But do things ever make sense with Buterin? The youngest billionaire alien around? Only unicorns know." And we're at the golden, or should I say, ethereal, top 3. So, at Consensus 2015, Gavin Andresen explained why he thinks Craig Wright is the mysterious Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto. Vitalik, who was sitting right next to him, had to interject.
Just to sow a bit of controversy for fun, I'll explain why I think he's probably not Satoshi.
It's 2 minutes.
I mean, first of all, very simple signaling theory. He had the opportunity to take 2 different paths of proving that he's him. One path would have been to make that exact kind of proof, make a signature from the first Bitcoin block,
put the signature out in public, make a very simple 10-line blog post that anyone, including, people, including, cryptographers like Dan Bonet and Ben Kaminsky and so forth can verify that it's him, and just post that out there and let the cryptographic community do it. Instead, he's taken this path where he's wrote this big long blog post with 200 lines. It's so confusing that even Dan Kaminsky said it's too confusing, and tried to only show that signature to a few select people, and we're supposed to trust them. So, in general, signaling theory says if you have a good way of proving something and a noisy way of proving something, and you choose the noisy way, then that means chances are that means it's because you couldn't do the good way in the first place.
Okay. So we'll be around for questions. Just thank you very much for everyone. Just put your hands together. Thank the panelists.
Get it? Never go the confusing way if you can explain something the good way. Words for the ages. Next up, we have Vitalik Buterin's complicated relationships with NFTs. Here's what he said in an interview.
I was definitely surprised by NFTs in particular. I think might be on record somewhere on some tech conference panel. They were asking, it was one of those overrated or underrated sections, and it asked about NFTs, and I thought, I said hey, I think NFTs are overrated.
Yeah.
And in retrospect, that turned out to be quite wrong. I think, I guess I just personally can't really relate to this concept of spending a lot of money on a thing. There's nothing, there's no clear kind of understanding of why that thing would maintain its value. I definitely am cannot really understand the psychology behind buying paying $200,000 for original art painting. I'd be if I had a mansion, just give me photocopies of everything. You can hang 3 photocopies of the Mona Lisa. Actually, why would I even have the Mona Lisa? I think I'd probably just have some Nyan cats or something.
And then Vitalik goes on this detour, saying he could buy a mansion instead and hang 3 photocopies of the Mona Lisa. But then, it's not really his taste, is it? Yep, sounds more like it. Nyan Cat is greater than Mona Lisa in Vitalik's world. And the absolute best Vitalik moment was when he started sniffing the microphone during a conference.
Imagine a use of the technology that allows you to monetize personal data because the cost has gone down, but we don't know. I don't think anybody sitting in this room is going to know what it will look like in 20 years and if it will be a success.
I guess he got bored. The dude next to him was about to lose it for sure. Well, what can we say? Happens to the best of us. Before we close off, we have one honorable mention that's just out of competition. Vitalik doing the BitConnect.
Hey, what's up, BitConnect?
Any moments we missed? Drop us a comment below. And don't forget to become our loyal likers and subscribers. Happy birthday to Ethereum once again. And thank you, Vitalik, for coming up with it. See you guys next time.